Good morning. Welcome to OG Foundation, channel for capital of the sovereign state of Elodium. Currently, we're not there. Currently, we're at the neighboring farm and checking in on the roosters, who I think that today they've had 3 full nights now, I believe. And this morning, Rocky and Art, boy, I'm having trouble with this. Both of them are in there in the bush. I don't know if you can see. Rocky's got good camouflage, but he's on the right there. He's got more black on him. Almost looks like a porcupine from this angle of Rocky. So I'm gonna go check on Carmel. Looks like a beautiful start to the day. No Carmel today. Hopefully he's all right. Wednesday morning. And I couldn't find any roosters alive or dead. Just can't find them at all. But I'll check again tomorrow. Hopefully they're alright. Thursday morning. Rocky and Art are hungry today. Missed you boys yesterday. You can kind of see that green reflection off the black on Rocky. It's pretty common with the chickens. It's like how the color transitions from black to green. That shiny kind of green. It's an interesting reflection of the kind of visual spectrum. So anyways, I'm glad these 2 boys are alive. I'm going to go check on Carmel also. Looks like Carmel's alive. Just see his head popping up and down through the middle of that thing. Carmel's chilling over here by himself. I think yesterday I came out a little bit earlier, maybe. And they were in different places. I guess probably, maybe still in their trees from the night or something. But he's still surviving solo. I'll see if he wants me to let him help him unite with his brothers today or not. I'm not sure where Carmel is getting water. The other 2 are by a water source. I'm feeling extra thirsty over here. I wonder if it's in connection to him being thirsty. It is possible. I brought him some water in that yellow cup there. Right there. But he hasn't found it yet. So they say you can lead a horse to water. Well, you can bring water to a chicken, but you can't make it drink. I tried moving it, and then he was right around it for a while, and then he kicked it over, and then once the water was on the ground, he realized it was water, and then tried to drink a little off the ground. So I refilled it, and he has yet to figure out that there is water in the cup. He looks like he's about to kick it over again, the little bastard. Oh, he's so close. Look at the water, look at the yellow cup in front of you. No, don't kick it. Ah, it's water. God, you're gonna spill it again. Stupid chicken. Anyways, this is how I'm gonna spend the next, how I've spent the last 10 minutes, at least, if not longer. And how I'll continue to spend my time until I figure out how to communicate water to a chicken. Success! Carmel has learned. And is drinking the water. He has figured it out. Food and water offering complete. Time to get on to some work for the day. So I think this is how the last 2 windows are going to look in there. It's all really funky, it's strange angles, and just kind of somewhat sketchy. But it's not like I'm building something new, in the sense of like all of these products have all been used and they're all weathered, and so it's not really expected to last more than 10 years. If it lasts 10 years, that'll be good. Somewhere between 5 and 10 years is the expected lifespan of at least this window area section, based on the quality of the wood and the quality of the windows and the humidity factors. But anyways, that basically finishes up the window part of it. It's been warm and dry for a while. And I'm going to try to do the necessary waterproofing on the outside before the next rain in the next day or two. And then I'll just keep on going on insulating all the little holes and filling them with the particle board. And it's surprising how much there is to do and all these little things. But anyways, that's where it's at now. After one more batch of firewood harvested, this pile is probably about as big as it's going to get. If I had a more solid sidewall there, I could like continue just filling this all the way to the ceiling for the whole way. But I don't want that sidewall to give out and this like avalanche of wood to go that way. So the right wood pile is done. That'll be the last wood that gets burned. All of this wood over here will be the first of the season. But I'm probably still going to get a couple more loads and put it on kind of like on the end over here or something like that. But more progress with the firewood after some really dry weather. Nice to get it in before it rains again. So it's really not pretty. One of my ugliest jobs. But it's also really complicated, and it's all these angles, and it's like framing onto a roof, and it's all very strange. But basically closed up the areas, and I can work off of that using a lot of scraps and stuff, and just gotta hold together. It's gotta be waterproofed, it's gotta be insulated, and it's gotta shed water from the other areas. But that's all for now. Tomorrow I can work on more insulation. I'll probably use up the rest of my insulation tomorrow, and then it'll be clear how much more supplies are needed to finish this year project. But it's mostly all sealed up now. Friday morning, Art is in the same bush, but no Rocky. Carmel also is nowhere to be seen. So only one of 3 chickens today. Hopefully Carmel and Rocky are okay. Well, once again, Art is the only survivor. He's just eating some apple. And we'll see if the other 2 are just eluding us. Yeah, alright, buddy. It's Friday evening. The project for today is... I didn't get a good before and after. But I basically just put the landscaping fabric down in this little alleyway here. So here's like the facade, and then there's this tunnel where you walk underneath here in order to get into this area of the Citadel, which is like, so that's dirt underneath there. So the idea of this landscaping fabric, it'll help with the plants for next year, but I'm also hoping it's going to help to shed some water. So I'm not really sure if I sloped it correctly. But at some point I would like to also get some stone and then put stone on top of this. But this is a good for today, and really cleans this place up. But yeah, that's also, you see how there's like these 2 kind of arches here underneath the wall. So this one is to walk through, and then eventually this one here will likely have a staircase that'll go down and I'll come up through that arch. But that'll be for next year. But that's all for today. Saturday morning, once again, Art, no Rocky. Sending me the message that Rocky got eaten in the night. If I'm to trust a bird message. Yeah, alright, buddy. You're doing good still. Once again, no Carmel. And he didn't come back for his water cup or eat the food I left him. So it looks like Carmel and Rocky both were taken into some predator's stomach. So I'll take that cup back. And hopefully Art can survive as long as possible. It is Saturday evening, and after like 10 days of dry, we're finally getting some rain. You can see how this room is doing with the waterproofness. There's a bit of water coming down here, which I need to address. My little gutter there isn't working perfectly. It's coming from there down to here. And then over here, that gutter's still working and the rain is still coming off the roof. And then also over here, that's the top of the gutter that goes the other direction. So, oh, I got some water on this. So there's a couple areas to address basically around there. But otherwise, a lot of this is all dry in here. The one issue is, now that the roof there is bigger, there's more water going to right there. So that gray thing you see there is a drain pipe. So I could probably do a little bit of work there to improve the drainage so that it doesn't build up as much around those tires. Got a bunch of rain the last couple days. Hey Art, Mr. Survivor. How you doing, buddy? You wanna come over here and say hi? Getting out pretty far from your bush, huh? You good boy. What a good boy, Art. Here, have some food. You hungry, buddy? This is the boldest I have seen him. Of all the days he's been out, today he is bold and seeking me out. And he's hungry. And he is surviving. It's a good boy, Art. Monday morning. It's not looking very promising. You in there, Art? I don't know. No, he's not in there. Oh, that's sad. Art did such a good job. I think he made it like almost 2 weeks or something. Maybe a week. I don't know. I'd have to look. But he made it. He made it a long time, and longer than his brothers. I'll look around a little bit more for him, but if he's gone, rest in peace, Art. Oh my gosh, look who I found. I was just looking under the rocks, like, oh, that'd be a good hiding spot. And he might be stuck in there, I don't know. I'm gonna go investigate, but that's Art, he's still alive. He's totally stuck in these rocks. I'm glad I found him, because this would be an awful way to die. He's out. I had to pull him by his feet out of there. Maybe there was a predator. Here's an apple, buddy. An apple. Some snacks. Lucky guy. You found a good bolt hole, did ya? Yeah, he's surviving. Good boy. I am so glad I found him. Alright, I'll see you later, Art. You be a good boy. Keep surviving out here. Get to live another day. How you doing, Verona? Verona made it out of the coop. These days she's only getting out of there like once every couple days. She's been staying inside. How you doing, Verona? You want a tomato? Let's see if we can get you a tomato here. What do you think about this here? You want some tomato? Oh, here's some of that girl. Ah, there we go, got it. There's one right there. Yeah, tomato. Yeah, another one. Yeah. Here, eat the tomato. Oh, they got it again. You gotta be faster than that, girl. Yeah, on my finger. Those younger girls are a little bit faster than Verona. Good girl. She She actually looks stronger on her left foot, which has that tumor, than her right foot, it kind of seems. Kind of seems like a Brona. Good girl. So glad you're out and about. Monday afternoon, and the work week, I probably get down to like maybe 20 hours a week or something, as it's getting closer to the end of the season. There's only a couple weeks left before the end of the season, and this is like the main project. We got at least one other small project that I'm gonna do to extend the roof outside of the gate tower there, but basically need to seal up that hole and then just a couple other holes, and this room will be largely sealed, but it's now getting kind of mostly closed from the outside, so I'm keeping it closed because you can only open and close it from the outside the way that latch is. Chickens were getting at this door here, so I put a little bit of metal along the edge so that they wouldn't peck at that. And I got resupplied of spray foam so I can seal up the rest of the holes around here. But this is basically the extent of where everything is now. It's like mostly all closed up, and just foaming gaps and adding pieces of insulation where I can. This is the last big opening. This actually isn't in, but this hole here, on this whole side here, is the last opening I need to close up. So I'm going to work on that today. And maybe I'll give you a little more shot after I finish that up, but I've just been not super motivated to work, so everything's been going kind of slow, but still progressing. In the footsteps of some great procrastinators before me, I have decided to do artwork. And look at this, I made a little Lodium flag symbol thing on the roof here. I hadn't spray painted my roof in a while, so I figured good enough time. Doesn't that roof over there look pretty cool with the copper color? It'd be sweet if all the roof was copper. Anyways, got a little touch up on the roof artwork. We'll add some more another time. It is the end of the day, Monday, and this is the last video of the week. Basically just got some more foam insulation on, some more spray foam on, filling in all these little holes, and it'll take at least probably another week to finish up this project, I imagine, before I move on to the next one. But I'm probably 90 to 95% done with the insulation, and then there's some other stuff I can do outside, and then covering some of this insulation. But that's all for this week. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week.